Yeah, you're welcome, everyone, anywhere you are watching from, viewing from. I welcome you in the name of God Almighty. Thank you for being part of this wonderful program. Um, all right. Okay, so we are all welcome. You see, things they happen and the things are still happening the way they are happening, and we they see and we they know, we they understand. Like the saying that says, "If they play, if they show," that is it. Um, this thing that they used to say, no be who call police, they win the case. And they no be who carry person go court, they win the matter. Well, my people, as you know, we tell Nigeria that waiting their plan, it go turn against them, but they no understand. The court has listened to Amaka, and the whole thing don't turn him against Ajiko Dabiri abi Abike Dabiri. I don't know the one will be name at all at all. Anyone will be name make it be. But whatever it be, the thing is turned against her now upside down. And we see many things where they happen for Nigeria as well. Many here, many there, going here. This one where they done the mark yellow for my I never even start on at the mark I'm yellow, eh? On the banditry, our Boko Haram mark yellow. Now wow, on no try at all YouTube. Now me on just the work out for this day. I see now whether will come out the Boko Haram. The kind of attack where these people they give these days, yeah. I company bandit attack. Bandit attack. Boko Haram. Boya Boko Haram. Boko Haram attack. Let me see if they will remove it now because it get a CV. So, my wonderful people of Biafra, we go, we continue, and we go continue to do the needful day in, day out. I greet everyone. If you are here listening to me from anywhere, from space, I don't think the space is working. I've been trying to connect, link up with the space, but I don't know what is wrong. The thing is not working, but it will work. Oh. If you no gree, we go gree for you. So now there we dey understand it. So like I said, the Abike Dabiri and the Nigeria matter don't they go the way where they no expect them. But the good thing according to them is say they say no be Abike matter the big Abike Makari I don't know her name sef Abike Kabiri Abike Dabiri. No be her fault. Na Nigeria send them. Yeah, Nigeria send you. Why didn't the same Nigeria send you when the one in Austria made all their whatever threat? Well, we will listen to the video. I think but before we go into the video, I for like make we listen small about the insecurity within the country before we go to that of Abike Dabere. But the thing is that our sister Amaka is is free. They are going to court, and the court will be next month, or is it this month again? Me, I'm not sure of the date. Make I no go talk the thing with me. I'm not sure. But the truth is that the Amaka lawyers have turned around to sue Abike Dabiri for selective justice because she is an Igbo person. Because this thing has been taking place, has been happening. Abike Dabiri said that she's only concerned in the matters of diaspora, but we have heard so many people from diaspora, mostly Yoruba people, threaten our people, and Abike Dabiri has done nothing. Well, and you see the way what is his name? Jide of TVC News, BKO is telling you that it's a good move to arrest her. By the way, she was not arrested. She was invited and she went. Our lawyer, two lawyers stood for her. And then you go hear everything from eyewitness in the court. A Canada-based eyewitness, I mean, that witnessed the whole thing is giving us direct message from the direct mouth. So, like it be like say, make we hear this some other news before we go on. I greet everybody with their live Friday, Peter Day, Namde. I greet you, Nandogo. How you day? Don't tell. I greet you, Nandogu, and I greet every other person out there. If you are just watching me now, I would like you to do me a favor. Share this video for me. Share this video for me. It's like we will listen to the video first. Let us listen to the video and see if we can go into other insecurity matters. Maybe later we'll come back to the video. So let's go and listen.
On Monday, she was supposed to come in person into court, but it was a public holiday, so the court session was held, but she had to join via Zoom. So most of the people that attended couldn't stay all day. They didn't know when she was going to be called for trial. So in the end, people were told to go home if they want to go and can join via Zoom. So the following day, which we also expected, she eventually appeared, and she was represented by lawyers, not just one lawyer, two lawyers to represent her because of the gravity of the case, and it was the safest thing to do for her as well. So in the end, she was granted bail, and she was allowed to go back home. But there's going to be another session for her sometime next month. I have not confirmed the date, but she's going to reappear in court for the continuation of the trial. So this is the amazing thing, and I have to say, we should all learn from what happened to Amaka. Things can easily go viral, even when you mean it or when you don't mean it. So in the end, she was able to defend herself about the comments, why she made it, and she also apologized that she didn't really mean what she said, which was the safest thing to do as well. But it was very funny because the court had to give her the bail or grant her the bail because she also, her lawyers brought so many instances and evidences where people have made similar and they were never invited, they were never arrested. It was just taken lightly. So our case was, why was she singled out for the same thing when people have made maybe even worse threats on social media? Unfortunately for her, her own case was taken out and it trended. And we know nowadays in the social media world, if you mistakenly trend for the wrong things, you will most likely get the unwanted attention, which is what happened to her. But she was able to bring instances from as far as Austria and some other European countries where people made, so it was accepted in court. And the funny thing, I mean, the stress thing, or maybe the thing that most of us didn't expect. One of our lawyers actually, and I'm sure this is not even in any social media space or media space at the moment. one of our lawyers actually sued Abike Dabiri, who is is it the chairman of the
diaspora people's yes, Auntie Abike.
Yes, the diaspora body. So she's the head, and one of the lawyers sued her for $500,000. And you'll be wondering, why was Abike Dabiri sued? Which is the same question that I asked. Why did you sue Abike Dabiri? So the case, of course, when it comes to court, forget the emotions, forget the hearsay. You need to present the facts. You need to present the evidence. You should be able to prove whatever you are bringing to the table. So the lawyer argued that Abike Dabiri singled out Amaka when other people have made similar comments outside of Nigeria. Because people will say, well, people make so many threats every day in Nigeria, it all goes away, nobody follows up. In truth, Abike Dabiri is not responsible for what happens inside Nigeria. She's responsible for what happens outside of Nigeria. So, just a second, 1 second.
We are just hearing this update for the first time. Sue Abike. But law can take a very funny turn.
Hello, Daddy Freeze?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So, Abike Dabiri was one of the lawyers. He had two lawyers. So one of the lawyers sued Abike for singling out her when others have done similar things. So the funny thing is, the courts or the Canadian government, according to the polls that I have also decided to write particularly the Austrian government, because one of the evidences she put out was that people do the same thing, and she was simply playing amongst her friends who also make similar comments. She was caught in the heat of the moment and simply made it, and she didn't mean it. And she also apologized for making unguarded comments on social media. So, of course, the Canadian government, with the investigation going on, they've already written the Austrian government to follow up on the other people who made similar comments in that country, if it is true or not, and what the Austrian government did about it. So, I think it's still developing. She still has another day in court. But in the end, with my own understanding and with the arguments that she presented, she may just have avoided a jail time. Because in Canada, according to the law, when you issue a threat, you may go, you may be sentenced to 2 to 5 years in prison. The minimum you get is 2. And the maximum you get is 5. But you have to be found guilty of actually making... Sorry about that.
Buy threats.
So if you make a threat to buy anybody, then you can actually get in Ontario, by the way, because Canada has different laws in different provinces.
Yes.
But in Ontario, it could be up to 2 to 5 years. So that's the latest from my findings. Haven't gone to the courts and also followed the story. So it's going to be...
Where was the court located? What part of Canada is the court located?
So the court is the Ontario Court of Justice at Finch Avenue West in North York, Ontario.
Okay, so you actually went to the court yourself, and
yes, I was in the court on Monday, and I was there on Monday. I was even surprised because I've been to the court only once. So for this particular one, because of the interest that it generated. Hold on 1 second, sorry.
Man, breaking news.
Yeah, that's freeze.
Yes, I can hear you.
My kid just came back from school, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's yummy. So, I was there. Yeah, I've only been to the court once. So when I went there the second time, I was surprised with the number of people. In fact, let me say Nigerians that came to the court because of the interest that it garnered all over social media. So they were there to, see the lady in question, hear her, and, there were also mixed reactions, mixed comments, mixed opinions about what she did. Many actually believed that she didn't mean what she said. And to be fair with you and to be very sincere with you, that I don't think she meant what she was saying on social media. But you know, in Yoruba, they used to say something, I don't know how to translate it. You can't just, can't see anything you like on social media because it's others are saying it, or you just want to have an effect. Because according to what I heard from the TikTok live, they just took out that part. They took out that part and they made it trend. There was a conversation ongoing before that, and she was just caught. She was caught between saying things that could also ginger his own fellow, or also get back at people saying something similar. And of course, it was taken out of context. Even though it's hard to say it was taken out of context, because it was clear what she said about, paying people of Yoruba and Benin descent in Nigeria, at workplace, and stuff. So yeah, it's basically what it is at the moment. So on the day so many people came, the interest was huge. In fact, they were surprised at the call, like, okay, what's happening here? Today's a public holiday. Why is everybody coming? So everybody got to know that it was actually her case. But in court, they can't, even though they gave the time as 10 up.
We're breaking.
Issue with courts, police, and hospital. That prayer, you always say amen, no? Different people with different wahala of life, different crime. At times the crown will say, okay, this one, you are going to be remanded. This one, you are released. Different issues. It was just, in my mind, I'm like, man, I know the funny thing, some were even joining. For our own case, she also joined from the cell because she couldn't come in person. So I'm sure that there's a last screen in the solitary cell. You join, you speak. If you don't want to speak, your lawyer speaks, and the crown makes a decision, or his decision on what to do next. But in our own case, she was granted bail, and the case will still continue in court next month.
Okay, I sent you a picture. Is that her being held by police? I sent it to you. Oops, I sent it to my Suya guy. Sorry. Bolarinwa. Okay, I'm forwarding the picture to you. Let me delete it from. Is this her?
No, this is not her. This is fake.
Oh, okay. That is not her.
No, this is not her.
Oh.
Nowadays,
Okay.
you don't believe everything you see on social media. It doesn't even look real. This is obvious. Social media is funny. Even the picture that looks real is the one you should investigate more these days. With AI, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
AI is make believe. You are actually going to believe it at first sight, and it's a fake picture. This one is not even hard to detect. But there are some that you are almost convinced it is the person in the picture, and it's not. So this is fake. This is fake, 100%.
Okay, I truly appreciate. Thank you very much. And please keep us posted. Me and you go to talk for the background. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bolarinwa Olajide reporting all the way from Canada, keeping us updated with what's going on. Now, what do you think Abike Dabiri's reaction would be before you go to the court case?
You mean the counter suit?
Yes. Yes.
It's not even a counter suit. It's actually a suit because Abike never sued. She just called for arrest and investigation from the Canadian police.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see, when it comes to anything legal, law, court, I don't think even Abike Dabiri will be found guilty because at the end of the day, she can simply say
she was doing her job.
And it was not brought to me. The other cases that they claimed in other parts of the world where people made threats, she will simply say, well, based on my own knowledge and some of the, my lawyer friends, she will simply say, I wasn't aware. If I was aware, I would have followed through as well. But this one, I was aware. They gave me the details. They gave me the facts. And I followed up with, I wrote a letter to the mayor of Brampton. I wrote a letter to the Canadian police. And there was also a letter that came from the House of Rep about the same issue. So, but, lawyers would always do their job. The prosecutor, the defendant, they will always find a way. So I think it was just, the lawyer was like, okay, Abike Dabiri, you say you're doing your job, but you're not doing your job on all quarters. It's a witch hunt. You singled out Amaka for this treatment, which is not fair, and we're going to sue you for, what's the term now? Is it defamation? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they just want to sue her too for. And to be very fair, Abike got it too, and she was very swift in acting. I don't know why, but she just swung into action, wrote the letters, and it was taken up. And when it comes to country matters, countries always take it serious. If a country writes another country, they don't take it with levity. They take it very seriously. So when the letter came from the Nigerian government, the Canadian government acted. And like I said, in the same spirit, the Canadian government have also written to the Austrian government, according to reports, about some of the claims that Amaka made in her own testimony on the issue. So, yeah, at the end of the day, Abike will get her own lawyers to prove the case. And if you can't prove it that she didn't do the same to other people that said it in other countries, then she also goes free. But court matters is never ending.
Nobody can tell the way the pendulum of the court will swing.
Unless it is overwhelming, unless it is clear as day, that's when the court will now make a decision and the case is put to bed.
Thank you. I would love to hear from Abike Dabiri right now. My lovely sister, please would like to hear from you. If you can come to my live, it will be nice. If not, if you can send a letter, I'll read it out. I just want to know what the update is. Now, Bolarinwa, knowing the way Canada works, and you've been in Canada for a minute, do you think that this case, whether she gets convicted or not, could affect her marketability when it comes to future prospects for getting jobs?
Well, it depends. We can't really tell until a decision is made by the courts. It's very straightforward. If the court finds her guilty, then it's going to affect her in all ramifications. If she's guilty, there's a good chance that she will, spend jail time, and it won't be so good for her going forward. That's if she's found guilty. But if she's not found guilty, then in the eyes of the law, she has not done anything wrong. But within colleagues or friends, they may have a different opinion about her. This is now one-on-one. In the eyes of the law, she's free. So it's easy to predict that. But for now, according to the law of the country, she has been granted bail and the case is still being heard. So when we get to the end of it, then we can project what could happen to her when it comes to, her present job or future job or what she wants to do in the future. Conviction is a different thing entirely. At the moment, we can't tell until we get to that point.
Okay. Now, what if she has her she hasn't gotten her citizenship? Can this prevent her from getting her permanent residency or her citizenship, as the case may be?
If she's convicted, yes, it can affect a lot of things, not just citizenship. If she's convicted or anybody is convicted for any crime, it will affect a whole lot of things in your life. So conviction is never a good thing unless you receive a pardon. But people get their permanent residency revoked. Even citizenship can also be revoked. It's possible, but the height of if you're a citizen and you get convicted of a crime, the chances of revocation is actually low, but you most likely spend the jail time in your country of citizenship. So that's how it works. It's very rare, unless maybe it's I don't know if I can mention that word, but if it's it starts with T. It starts with T. T-E-R.
Oh yeah. That one with the T. I get you.
If it's that one, then now you've committed a crime against the country itself.
Yeah. So that could have dire consequences.
Exactly. But if it's not severe, I'm not saying what she did could be severe or not. But if even if you check online, I'm sure it should be somewhere. maximum penalty for threat in Ontario. Once you serve that, if you are convicted and you serve the jail time, then everything is well and good. Now it's not. It now depends on how the community sees you after that. If a conviction follows the case.
Okay, Bolarinwa, thank you so much for this. I appreciate your time. Please, it's a Friday. Go and spend time with your family and have some fun and relax. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we listened to that video, and I believe we hear the story. We will go back. I just leave and make it play. I didn't want to interrupt or say anything in between. I wanted us to get the message because we will go back there. But before we go back there are some other things I want us to share. Today, remember, is the fundraising, and the next tomorrow being Sunday, is the Women's Day slash Children's Day fundraising. Try and make them or make your children or your brothers or family get involved. And then before we go on, let me just share something on the screen for us. All right, I'm bringing it to the screen right away. Okay, okay. Let me put it here. Okay, if you look on the screen now, you will see this is Central Bank of Nigeria. Officially, Central Bank of Nigeria is doing or making sales of foreign exchange. Now, is for you to know the level that this Nigeria has collapsed to the point they have collapsed to. Now, I will just read out the full memo for you. To all bureau de change operators, to all bureau de change operators and the general public, the sales of foreign exchange to BDC, that is British change, to market retail, market demand for eligible invisible transaction. This is to inform the Bureau de Change, BDC operators and the general public that we are providing more liquidity into market. To this end, the CBN has approved the sale of $20,000 to each eligible Bureau de Change at the rate of 1,580 naira per dollar. Are you getting the message? I think that this one, I just here, I want make you get the message. Are you getting the message? Nigeria is selling their own dollar to you at 1,580. I just want you to, they want to sell. Oh, Nigeria want to sell. Unusually, they're not supposed to be selling like this. 20,000 per head. Now, I want you to imagine how many British change that are involved. You know how much they want to sell at the stock exchange. You see, when you hear foreign, how do they call it? Reserve, Nigeria foreign reserve. I honestly, me, I'm not good in finance. I'm not good in all those. They are this thing, but I know the Nigerian foreign reserve. I'm not sure. Say you still get leg. Eh? The flesh don't come out. Say it remain the skeleton now. The skeleton itself no kukuma get leg. Is for you to know the level of the country. If the central, have you asked or imagined if the central bank will sell 1,580 per dollar to you, how much do you think the brew the change that invested his money into that will give you? You see, we made it clear that before December this year, dollar will bounce 2K, 2,000 naira, one piece of dollar. But people no understand or agree with us. But the good thing is that we are seeing it, it is happening, and we are getting there. And your petrol, those that believe in Nigeria, your petrol, your fuel, your kerosene, everything is still being imported. Forget Dangote caricature. Dangote is still going to sell to you an equivalent to dollar price. Remember, Dangote is still going to give you a dollar equivalent. Papa, so I just want make you they see the country where some people believe say they did. Before we come back to Abike Dabiri, before we come back to Abike Dabiri, I want us to see there is a video I want us to see and listen to. Um, Before we go to another one, we'll see this. All right.
But just before we do that, let's clarify some things here. You know, Ayo, in the course of our opening, Ayo talked about a video you saw, a young man saying he bought fuel for 5,000, equivalent of 5,000 naira. Just to clarify, the US doesn't sell per liter, they sell per gallon. So equivalent of 5,000 naira per gallon. That's 4 liters they sell. So divide the 5,000 naira by 4 liters, and you know how much it is per liter.
Are you getting the message? 5,000 by 4. 1,200 and 225, I believe, if I know the lie. Belita. Now I want to ask a question. A keke man buy this thing. How much you think say he go charge you when one enter keke? And this is just it is not settled yet. It is always skyrocketing, flying. Hey, let's go. Listen.
In the US and across. It goes for about $3.3 for that gallon of fuel. So let's keep our facts straight. But let's go on to Yobe State, where we'll be looking at the security situation. And joining us is the security advisor to Governor May Malabuni of Yobe State, Brigadier General Dahiru Abdul Salam, who's retired. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
We woke up to that news of the killings of over 20 people, and we understand that a lot of insecurities being in Yobe State. Just tell us, what's the situation like right now?
Thank you very much. The situation in Yobe State at the moment, we can say, is calm. However, the situation remains unpredictable because of the nature of the insurgency and the irregular warfare that is being fought in this general area.
Okay. What you use two words that are sort of contradictory: calm, but unpredictable. Calm and unpredictable. What would you say is fueling this kind of situation where you will say it is calm, but yet unpredictable? You say you blame it on the insurgency. Is it impossible to end this?
It is not impossible to end it. However, when we say the situation is calm, it means that people are going about doing their normal businesses in most part of the states. However, certain areas around the border are areas where we experience incursions of Boko Haram insurgents. So in that regard, we can say it's unpredictable.
Mm. Okay, that attack happened at Mafa. Yes, you said that everything is calm now and normalcy is somewhat restored. But Mafa is just one part of Yobe State. What's the situation like in the other parts of Yobe? And especially the area that share borders with other states?
Mafa is a small community that shares border, that is at the border area. And we cannot even say Mafa is up to 5% of the total landmass or area of Yobe State. So generally, the security situation in Yobe State is stable.
I mean, it's such a sad situation. Just so we can get really some clarification on how many people were actually buried in Mafa. Yes, I think it was yesterday this burial happened. How many people were buried, and how's the government engaging with the families of those who lost loved ones in this attack?
The number of persons buried was 34. They were buried in Babangida, which is the headquarters of Tarmua local government area. And the government has already engaged those victims and other displaced persons through the instrument of the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency. The Yobe State Emergency Management Agency has conducted a profiling of the victims. It has compiled the list of those affected by gender and age. And the government has provided them livelihood support. And effort is on to continue to assist and support them so that they get back on their feet as quickly as possible.
So when you say, support them, you're talking about financial support to the victims' families?
Well, the support is in two ways. We have cash support, we have food items and non-food items. So the non-food items include cash, include beddings, including sleeping materials, clothing, and the rest. And then there are also food support that is given to them so that they can live.
So let's talk about the security in the area. Is there reinforcements with security agencies? Are we seeing higher security presence? Is there some curfew in place somewhere? What's the situation security-wise and the collaborations that are necessary to ensure that this doesn't happen again?
At the moment, the closest military deployment to Mafa is 80 kilometers away, and the road is unmotorable because of the rainy season. The terrain is marshy. Most of the area is what we refer to as slow go, and in some areas it is no go. However, the military have some surveillance devices with which they are monitoring the area so that if there is any suspected movement of insurgents, intervention can be brought to bear in that area.
Just so we can get the details from you as well, this attack, because there's so many different stories that we've read, how did this attack happen in the first place?
Now, this attack, I would refer to it as a reprisal attack by Boko Haram. Because the area of Mafa is in the border region, they always come in to collect taxes from the people, extort, steal their animals and foodstuff.
I have to come in here. If you are, I just don't want to talk too much today. The spirit of Ekureku is under control today. Yeah, they say the spirit of a prophet is subject to the prophet. So the spirit of Ekureku is subject to me. I am trying not to talk too much so you could listen. Let them do the broadcast themselves. He said that military is stationed about 80 kilometers away. 80 kilometers away from the places these Boko Haram attack people. But however, that the military have their gadgets guiding, protecting the area, giving them alerts when these people will come. And he still went on to tell you that you cannot be sure of anything. Sewa, anything can happen. When Boko Haram comes, anything can happen. And he is telling you that Boko Haram comes. Boko Haram terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, they comes, they collect taxes from people. I believe you heard it very well. No, I'm not the one that said it too. Like Nigerian news caster or journalist in VOP. If you talk, you say, no, I'm not the one that said it too. That is how it is in the news. So you don't go tomorrow and catch her. Because Nigeria has become a place that you cannot say what is truth. You say what Nigeria wants you to say. Even if it is against you, you have to say it that way. If you ever say the things that are true or the way things are, oh boy, you don't finish. So you listened and you heard the man tell this a deputy governor of Borno telling you that military is stationed 80 kilometers away because of bad road. Because of bad road. Now I want you to ask yourself, when these people come to attack, how do they come? Do they fly on aeroplane to come? How do they come and collect taxes? And when they come, they don't just come immediately and collect the money. They come, they spend days to get money, and they reside within the amongst the community. Now, another question you should be asking is this: if the military is stationed 80 kilometers away, why are they there? Why can't they build their barracks where the people are residing to serve the people in the community? Why are you stationed far away from the people? Protecting them with gadgets that you watch and tell us that they come. No be me talk am. Mazi Clement today, how you dey? No be me talk am. Na Nigeria government talk am, because when you are under government of any country, when you talk about that government support you, unless the government is coming out to say, hush, we are not, he is not speaking for us. But this is a deputy governor of a state speaking and telling you what is happening in that state. And not only in that state, what has been going on in the country called Nigeria. Now, when you know why we having American bases, British bases here and there, is because when they come to help people, they build their base to be able to remain there, to be able to have access and penetration into every hidden places, and to be able to do away with those criminals that are terrorizing or terrorists terrorizing the people. So why don't Nigeria army go there and build their own army barracks? No, they can't, because this is a properly arranged situation. Are you getting the message? You get them for the message. Continue.
On 3 different occasions, they always come in.
Listen, and by the way, he's telling you that they just buried 38 people. I think that was 2 days ago or yesterday. And in Benue State, I think if we have time, I will see show you the one of Benue State. This is just Bruno. May God have mercy.
Now, this attack, I would refer to it as a reprisal attack by Boko Haram. Because the area of Mafa is in the border region, they always come in to collect taxes from the people, extort, steal their animals and foodstuff. On 3 different occasions, the security forces while on patrol encountered Boko Haram insurgents.
When you hear they steal animals, na cows they steal. Oh. They come, they steal cows, and they kidnap people and they walk away. And the same military that told you that they have their security gadgets surrounded everywhere, secure. These people will come and take cow and walk away, kidnap people and walk away. Army will not come until when it is time to bury them. Army will come and they guard them to go and bury them peacefully. You see, I have come to understand that Nigeria is only a country where army, police, security operatives of Nigeria will make sure they protected you, they guard you to get a befitting burial, uninterrupted. So, but for you to get killed, they will not come and they protect you. For these bandits, they call Boko Haram. Now, bandits in Nigeria, they call them, but me and you know, say they be terrorists. So, for this Boko Haram insurgents, or ISWAP, ISIS in the north, we are fighting for them not to come to our land, for them to come and they kidnap and steal away and sack people. Army don't see them. Army will only come quickly to make sure you go to IDP camp. You see, now he tell you they are supporting them financially and non-financially. The question the journalist should have asked is, these people now, where are they? Because their houses has been destroyed. They don't have homes again. Excuse me. They don't have houses again. So, because when they come to attack, they kill, they destroy houses, they take what you have, your belongings, they go away. You are forced to relocate to IDP camp. So when you hear they are supporting them, they give them beddings, maybe they just give them one useless mat and the one useless food to go and end up there in IDP camp. They have been forgotten forever. I believe, say somebody, they hear me. With the help Nigeria now, they do the news.
And were able to neutralize them on those 3 different occasions.
Story.
Now, on the 1st of September 2024, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and when it was time for the afternoon prayer, the insurgents came into Mafa village, interacted with the people, and indeed even prayed with them. After the prayer, they opened fire indiscriminately. At the end of it, when the military went for rescue operation, they were able to recover a message left behind by the insurgents, where they warned the residents of Mafa of collaborating with security agencies, which has led to the elimination of some of their key personalities. And because of that, they decided to punish the residents of Mafa.
Okay, General, we understand some attacks in the northeast, and Yobe was one of those states that was attacked. But again, I want us to look at the holistic picture here. In Yobe is known to have one of the largest cattle markets in West Africa, supplying meat and hides and skin to other parts of the country, and indeed the sub-region. Yobe is also one of the largest producers of gum arabic, considered or otherwise called the gold of the desert. Now, you have said that, and Yobe is also said to be the second most affected state in terms of the insecurity challenge. Seeing that these potentials are there for economic growth and expansion and to also better the lives of the people. What do you think should be done to ensure an end to this insecurity challenge?
A lot of things need to be done. First, the security forces need to be on top of the situation and do more than they are doing now, where logistic support gets to the insurgents is blocked. And once they are denied of the
freedom of collaboration with security forces and that terrorists are able to come in. I mean, I want to go back to something you talked about, before Nelta asked this question. How insecure is Mafa that terrorists are able to come into the community, pray with the residents, accuse them of collaboration with security forces and still be able to kill them? Is there no kind of security? How insecure, how porous is Mafa?
I've told you that Mafa is 80 kilometers from the nearest military deployment. And the road is unmotorable at this time of the year because of the wet season. And because of that, I've also told you that the insurgents do come around Mafa for one reason or the other. Sometimes they even come to patronize the market. And on 3 different occasions, I've told you that the security forces, one on routine patrol, were able to eliminate the insurgents on those 3 different occasions. So, and the insurgents became suspicious and believed or thought that the communities must have given out information of their presence to the security forces. So for incursions around the border, you cannot control it, especially from criminal elements. And when they come, initially they come as friendly people. People are praying, they join them to pray. And thereafter they open fire on them. So it is not surprising, it's just the animalistic nature of the Boko Haram insurgents and other criminal elements that are disturbing the peace of Nigeria.
But it also speaks to the level of security in the place. This is a state with a governor, with security agents. It's not just some patch of land in the desert, even though it's unmotorable and whatnot. But it's still a part of the state. It's still a part of the government which we're a part of. So where do we go from here? Do we, what happens in Mafa after now? When you finish giving the help that the families need, and everything that you just talked about, what happens next? So that we don't have a situation where Boko Haram can jump into a community and open fire on the people. We keep hearing about how they do not control any areas. Is Mafa under their control? Is that what we're hearing today?
I repeat, Mafa is not under the control of Boko Haram. However, there was an incursion from the border areas. And let me also make some clarification. There is need for you to understand the security architecture of the country. I need to know that the military is deployed all across the Nigerian states. So they cannot police every inch of the land of the state or the country. Therefore, it is not impossible for Boko Haram to sneak into areas and commit atrocities. However, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Yobe State, met with the Chief of Defense Staff 2 days ago, and effort is on to fashion out strategies to make sure that that area is dominated by the security agents to ward off any future incursion by the insurgents, so that the people can live in peace and harmony and carry out their normal, legitimate livelihood activities.
General Abdulsalam, the people of Yobe, yes, some of those communities are far-flung. You mentioned 80 kilometers from Mafa to the nearest military post. But the residents of Yobe State will be looking to get some kind of reassurance. Yes, the military is deployed across the country, carrying out different activities. Yesterday, we had guests here talking about the security situation who were the proponents of or encouraging the setting up of state police. One of them actually said the biggest challenge will be the local government. If we can get the local government working, local government structure, have its own security apparatus or strategy, things would be different. Do you agree with this conversation?
This is a very big issue because the local government chairman is usually referred to as the chief security officer of the local government. But what security apparatus does he control? Which security apparatus can he command or direct to deploy? All the security agencies, as per the constitutional provision, are under the federal government. Even the state government does not have control of the police, the soldiers, the military. So if we have the state police that is operationally answerable to the governor of the state, I think things will improve. And we'll have more boots on ground because it's not left for the state to engage as many security operatives as it deems fit and necessary.
Okay. Now, before we go back to Abike Dabiri or what, sorry, we'll have to, I want us to see another, sorry, I want us to see, okay, this is it. I want to,
necessary to
sorry,
secure its.
sorry, I'm coming. Where is the one of Boko Haram, Benue? Okay. Okay. Let's see this. No, Nigeria. No. Hold on, just a moment, please. Forgive me for because the video I wanted to play just disappeared. I think we'll take this one. I don't know this. I'm not sure this is what I wanted, but we'll take it anyway. We'll take it anyways. We'll take it, whatever. Okay, let's go.
Did and attacked a village in Nigeria that killed 81 people. In other news now, Boko Haram terrorists raided and attacked a village in Nigeria that killed 81 people. Many were abducted and are still missing. Reports suggest the attack may have been an act of revenge. Now, the attack happened on Sunday when a band of about 150 suspected Boko Haram terrorists.
Do you see the way you see those things where they there? You know what they be? Na body person body where Boko Haram don't come off for don't carry their life come out. So now only the body, now them you see so where they carry so that they go give them good place to rest. They see about
attacked the Mafa village in northeast Nigeria. The attackers came on more than 50 motorcycles with rifles and rocket-propelled grenades. According to reports, the terror group carried out the attack in retaliation to the deaths of two of their members killed by vigilantes from the same village. Reports suggest that many shops and houses were set on fire. Out of that, at least 81 victims, 34 were buried in mass funerals in the outskirts of the Mafa village.
We are here to attend the funeral prayers of our people from Mafa village who were massacred by the Boko Haram the day before yesterday. And we have prayed for 34 souls.
And well, this is not the first time the West African nation has witnessed such an attack. The faction has been terrorizing the country for a long time. Boko Haram is a Sunni jihadist terror group that is looking to collapse the ruling Nigerian government and establish a hardline Islamic regime. According to media reports, the word Boko Haram means Western education is forbidden. The origins of the group date back to the 1990s and suffered a major setback with the death of its leader, Muhammad Yusuf, in 2009. After the second in command, Abubakar Sheku, took over the reins as the new leader. The terror group carried out several strikes using IED explosives. Boko Haram gained notoriety in 2014 when the terror faction kidnapped over 250 schoolgirls from a town. And according to Amnesty International, over 100 girls have been released, but the fate of 82 girls remains unknown. Boko Haram continues to rage terror in kidnapping more than 300 schoolboys in 2020 and 39 college students in 2021. Nigeria has witnessed the killing of over 40,000 people by Boko Haram and other terror outfits in the last decade. And according to analysts, several militant groups like them have formed an alliance with criminal gangs and bandits to raid villages, kill and kidnap residents. The very latest on this, our correspondent Luisa has more.
All right, my people, we are welcome back. At least you get another one news. I want us to just hear small before we continue again. Let's go back there. Sorry, I did take your time. This one says Tinubu charges protesters for treason. Why bandits brags they are not afraid to die? And the bandits are being given opportunities to come into the cabinet. Bandits are being pleaded with to join Nigeria to build better Nigeria. Bandits are being encouraged to come and they join them. They can become the president, they can become the governors. Any position they desire is open for them. Anything they want, anything at all, just name it, you will have it. But protesters are being charged for treason. They are being denied bail. They have been abandoned to remain in the prison or whatever. No date, no nothing, no hope for them. I want everybody to understand. Before you listen to this one, remember this.
Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time? Opportunities are out there for them.
Are you getting it? Listen again, though. Listen.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time? Opportunities are out there for them.
Are you getting the message? Opportunities are out there for them. Now, listen to these ones. Listen.
Waiting for people to lift the product. It is my fellow Nigerian. No electricity, no food.
Reporters tried to reach the police command as a commercial, subtle, not unrest per se, I beg your pardon, some revolt, if I have to say that. So as commercial transporters in Ilorin, Kwara State capital, today, Thursday, stopped operations. Those who were stranded had to trek some kilometers to their destinations, but private motorists were allowed free movement. Now, it's a very worrisome situation. While filing the report, reporters tried to reach the police command in Kwara State, but didn't get a response to that. Well, today is Thursday, so I have Barrister Darlington in the building. Barrister Darlington, good evening. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good. So, Barrister Darlington, you used to say, hey, there's one language you used to say, oh, he said the chicken has come home to roost. Where? Is it the chicken? Has it come now, or is still waiting for to come?
No. This time around,
he's not waiting for Godot to come.
No. This time around, the elephant has come home to roost.
Okay. All right. So with this revolt by keke drivers, they cannot protest, so that they may not be charged for treason. So with this revolt by keke by trans.
You get the message. If you talk, you will be charged for treason. You get the message?
What is in Ilorin? What does this mean?
It means that very soon it will catch up with other states. Yes, it will. And that thing that you people don't want us to say, because when they mention revolution, you say, revolution what?
No, you can say it in your private apartment, but don't say it on public radio.
But when your government is calling for it, I mean, is it not a recipe for it? Look, Which country suffers like this? No fuel, no electricity, no food.
We have as is band A.
Okay.
Increased by 330%. Businesses say it goes by the minute. As you buy it today, in 2-3 days, you don't go till.
In fact, you know, the other time I was running my mouth here, I never knew that they were targeting my area. Just last month or so, I saw a text message and it says, you have been moved from band B to band A because we discovered that you have been having light. Oh my God, that is there is nothing we cannot see in this country, seriously. So for you to have light now, it's become an elitist privilege.
So that means you start paying that money.
What are you saying? Who will I fight? They will tell you, are you the only person? You can see. So just for you to have light now has become a luxury. Is it how it is done over there?
Do you used to leave your freezer on for too long?
Which freezer?
You know we used to leave freezer on and leave it and go for too long. Oga told us like that.
Even if I do, is it not my responsibility?
Do you still on AC for people? You know, the Nigerians can on AC and open door.
In this cold weather?
I'm just saying now, you know, these are the part of things that consumes our power by what we gathered.
Are you serious? How many times do I stay at home in a week to start on AC and
Sorry. The truth is that the court case Nigeria sent Abike Dabiri, or Daburu, as one of our brother here said, is not the way they planned or the way they believed it to be. The thing they go now upside down. They never would have believed that somebody knew that there are people, Yorubas in diasporas, that have threatened to buy Igbo people. Many of them. We are not talking of the ones in Nigeria. But meanwhile, before we continue with this video again, I played it before. I did not talk. Now, as it plays, I go fit shook my mouth inside. I go fit shook my mouth inside. So if you want to listen to the one where they no talk, interrupt, you go back to beginning of the video. Go back to the beginning of the video. Yes, you will see the one where they no interrupt. So quickly, let's hear this from JNJ Media.
Blatant lies about people who are alive, things that never could happen. And I'm not sure I've given an example. One former governor said that his state blacklisted me, the state assembly. The only thing I ever had to do with the state is drive through it, passing up till that point. Where did I get to interact with them for them to blacklist me? But the man knows that Nigeria, you can get away with anything. So he says it. We must call out people who do things like that. Professional associations, where you're an accountant, you're misbehaving. Your professional association has a duty to call you out. You're a lawyer, you're misbehaving. Your professional association has a duty to call you out. Those are some of the steps we'll use to restore trust in society. And once we can build back trust, we can begin to make progress. Huge, massive proselytization of the place of values in human progress is a part of the deal of the new tribe.
Okay, now you know, let me digress a little bit. In your example now, you talked about how a governor lied against you. And we also know that a senior special assistant to the president on strategic communication also lied against you, that you were one of those behind to take over government via protest. And you came out to say that you're going to sue him for 50 billion, I believe. 500 billion, right? And so many of us, myself included, have been waiting to see the court document when he goes to court, because in that letter he said unless he apologizes. Has he apologized to you?
No, he has not. And Mike Zekome, senior advocate of Nigeria, has the brief. I'm waiting for Mike to tell me where he is on the prosecution of the matter.
But since then, since after that incident, a little bit digress here, it appears that this constant name calling, you and Peter Obi appears to have disappeared. Do you think your letter did the magic?
I hope it did. Facts suggest that 20th century, many of the countries that made significant progress rising to show solidarity with universities elsewhere in Nigeria that were.
I beg you, come out. No be waiting. I want. Who is talking? It's a Chibuike Onyenuche, yeah. Oh, what a name. Your name already have explained what you have said. You said the platform we just watch. Guess it is a Yoruba platform. This is why I am very angry against all these self-acclaimed Igbo leaders. We should see how these Yorubas are serious about this case. Yes, good one. My brother, I am with you in this thing. You see, this is a Yoruba person, a Yoruba man was there in the court to find out what happens. It's a good point that you brought up now. A Yoruba man went to the court to find out what happened, how it happened, and he is the only one that has been able to come out to give update directly how everything went. Are you telling me there are no Biafrans in Ontario? Are you telling me we don't have, at least this is not about Biafra? Are you telling me you don't have any Biafran region person from Ontario that could go to the court and find out and give updates? Our problem is we feel unconcerned. This is our problem. And this is the same problem we have in this Biafra freedom restoration today. We feel it is not my concern, it is not my business. Which one concern me now? Now my house is there bomb, now my house is there attack, now my brother they kidnap. But we have forgotten that today, the attack is now in Enugu, in Ebonyi. It is increasing. We have forgotten the people of Ehamufu just like that. The people of Uzowani, we have forgotten them just like that. The people of Okama, we have forgotten them. Have we sit down to ask ourselves what is happening to these people? We have ABC, I believe. We have other radio televisions, Asaba Radio Television, ABS, I think. Asaba Radio Television, we have Edo, we have Imo, we have all these. They don't report what happens about our people. They are busy reporting what Tinubu said that are lies or true. They are busy reporting what Liar Mohammed said. But these people are busy taking the media. This Daddy Freeze, one thing I like him for, he is not into all this Abiyeruba or Abibo. He the talk about CB. Do you understand? He is just telling you the truth, the way it is. He, irrespective of whether you were Yoruba or you are an Igbo, he will tell you. He has been on this case, bringing the fact. He is bringing the fact. He is not joining one person to crucify the other one. It's not he. He wants to bring out the fact about the matter, and that is what he's doing. In as much as I'm concerned, he is the first person that have interviewed somebody directly from Canada that was present at the court. And the person have revealed that the picture you saw on the media or you are seeing in the media where they are whisking Amaka away is not even Amaka. The person is not Amaka. And the person have come to give the shocking news that Amaka and her lawyer are now suing Abike Dabiri for $500,000. for selective, intimidating, bigotry, Igbophobia, hate. So let us go into the video now. Listen.
On Monday, she was supposed to come in person into court. But
that is the Yoruba person that was in the court. The picture you saw, the guy on white there with that the freeze, that guy on white is the person that he's speaking from Canada, and he went to the court to witness it, to tell you. All our people are waiting for is for a news to fall. They go carry them. Hey, Amaka. You are not interested. Our people are not interested in anything. Even when you bring the truth out, they will try to bring you down to make you believe all your efforts are nothing. They are the ones that are writing petitions against what we are doing. Report my channel, report the other channel, report the other person, report them. They are terrorists, they are evil. That's our problem. That is our problem, my dear Chibike. It is because of fear. The person in Canada is still afraid of what will happen. The so-called Ohan Ezendibo, this is why they forgot our brother Ezendibo. Now Lagos, as somebody have forgotten his name. We don't want to stand up for ourselves. People that could not even stand up to defend themselves, you think they will stand up to defend you? Not lie now. Listen.
But it was a public holiday, so the court session was held, but she had to join via Zoom. So one of the people that attended couldn't stay all day. They didn't know when she was going to be called for trial. So in the end, people were told to go home if they want to go and can join via Zoom. So the following day, which we also expected, she eventually appeared, and she was represented by lawyers, not just one lawyer, two lawyers to represent her because of the gravity of the case, and it was the safest thing to do for her as well. So in the end, she was granted bail. And she was allowed to go back home. But there's going to be another session for her sometime next month. I have not confirmed the date, but she's going to reappear in court for the continuation of the trial. So this is the amazing thing. And I have to say, we should all learn from what happened to Amaka. Things can easily go viral, even when you mean it or when you don't mean it. So in the end, she was able to defend herself about the comments, why she made it, and she also apologized that she didn't really mean what she said, which was the safest thing to do as well. But it was very funny because the court had to give her the bail or grant her the bail because she also, her lawyers brought so many instances and evidences where people have made similar and they were never invited, they were never arrested. It was just taken lightly. So our case was, why was she singled out for the same?
And I want you to know one thing, that this thing went viral. Who is the number one person that made it go viral? Do you know the person? Showore. Showore is the first person to make this push this thing to go viral. These are Amaka Snow Beige threat, alleged threat. Showore, you see, when Showore is, there is something you must understand about some people. Some people might be using you to get what they want. And when they are using you, or when they want to get what they want through you, they have to play the role that seems as if they like you. They will play the role that will make it look as if they are fighting with you or fighting for you, or they are on your side. But the truth is that they are just seeing what they need in you. So they have to romance you, they have to play with you, they have to dance with you, they have to dine with you to get what they want. That is the role Showore is playing. So when you see Showore come to tell you how Obasanjo is the chief Igbofobialistic Igbophobia, when you see the bigotry going on in Showore, he is targeting something. Do you remember when Showore, each time he go to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case, any day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have case, Showore will go there, will bring distraction. Whenever Chiwode goes there, you will see fight. Alaye boys will begin to fight another Alaye boys. Chaos here and there. Fire. Police will come and tear gas and chase everybody away. Everybody go run away. You they get it. Every time Chiwode go until we begin to shout, he stop. And that is stopped. Why is it that when Showore go to his own court, those Alaye that want to buy him will not go there and fight him? It's only when he comes to Nnamdi Kanu case that they will fight him. You know, it's just what I'm saying. People use other people to get what they want. Showore is the person that pushed this thing. Who is Showore Yoruba? This Showore did not push his brother that was pied by Funanis in Edo State. You know, many people have forgotten it. 1 year gone now, his brother, no justice. He's not even in court. No findings. All we know is that the eyewitness in broad daylight told us that the Funani people pied his brother. A pharmacist, a big man living on his own, taking care of his family, has been pied by Funani headers. Showore did not raise. Showore did not even come to make any protest. Did you see Showore protest against the Funanis that killed his brother? No. Did you see Showore protest against the headers that fight and buy his brother? No. But Showore will lead people to go and protest that they are hungry. What a foolish people. This is why I say that people that listen to these people, they know they think correct. They don't think correct. Because if you think correct, you will understand that they are using the same way Aisha Yusuf used to people to shine during the NSAS. Aisha Yusuf, had he been there, Nigeria is still going to be. Bet me, by next 2027, you will see Aisha. You would have been seeing Aisha either contesting for one political position or being appointed to one ministerial office. Because what these people are doing is using people to get to what the parasites. That's what they are. They are all parasites. You know, say parasite, you know, they stay on it. Parasite must use something to come up. If you see arrow, you go there, arrow fine. Mushroom, you see mushroom. You don't ever see mushroom grow on a soil. It must grow. Instead, the mushroom will grow on a soil. It will grow on a decay leaf or wood or stone. These are what these people represent. Are you getting the message? So, had it not been that Biafra is going, you see, both the NSAS, you know, people went into NSAS willingly that they want SARS to end, to stop the waiting that by here and there. But the people like Aisha Yusuf is seeing in front. Hey, Aisha Yusuf! She have her own ulterior motive, which people that are following her don't even know. they will be thinking she is with them. She is with you. Yes, she wants us. She wants us end. But in the other hands, she have her own bigger mega plan. She milked from the answers. That is why this time some group of people have covered again. They want food to come. They want you to protest for hunger. And as you are protesting for hunger, they are using the opportunity to get their grant. But the baddest thing will go happen to them be say, by the time they finish getting the grant, both Aisha Yusuf, you know go see that thing where you plan, you know go work. Because Biafra is gone by the time you wake up. So let's hear him. Let's listen.
When people have made maybe even worse threats on social media. Unfortunately for her, her own case was taken out and it trended. And we know nowadays in the social media world, if you mistakenly trend for the wrong things, you will most likely get the unwanted attention, which is what happened to her. But she was able to bring instances from as far as Austria and some other European countries where people made,
Do you get the message? She was able to make her research and provide to Canadian courts other places where something worse than what she have said has been done or said, and nothing was done about it. Abike Dabiri did nothing. Abike Dabiri said nothing. And somebody will tell you, and Abike Dabiri could have gone to, or maybe Abike Dabiri could go to court and defend herself and say she was not aware. You are not aware, but you claim to be the chief cornerstone of Nigeria's diaspora journalist or whatever you call yourself. You are the president, you know, Nigeria's diaspora, whatever they call themselves. That means you are not qualified to be in the position. You see, the thing where you want take hook. You remember Hamas, or what is his name in the Bible, Esther. The person, Haman will go prepare gallows, he prepare hanging rope, where he go hang Esther with his uncle. And he don't plan and finish, go prepare the rope. He want come king palace, make he come through lies so that the king will give him permission to go and hang them. As he come, the thing turned against Haman. Haman, that thing way using hand they prepare, where go take hang innocent people, was used against him. He was being asked to go there and get hanged by the thing way don't use in hand they prepare. Now, this Amaka have now opportunity to make herself rich from Nigerian government, because Abike Dabiri is standing for Nigeria. They will pay this money, because as for, unless, listen, let me tell you, before you begin to do anything to Amaka, you will begin with the people before her. And when you begin to do and arrest those people and prosecute them in their various countries, then Amaka will come back to tell you that there are still something left. We still have the people that threatened her and her generation in Nigeria, that when they come, they will be drowned into the ocean. And the people that have come out with a big machine gun to threaten and carry it out, and Nigeria did nothing. And the ones that told people, if you come out to vote, you will be murdered, and nothing happened, and people came out and their life was taken away. And then nothing happened, and we can go on, and the king, the Yoruba king that threatened to drown people in the water, nothing happened. We can start with that. You see, one thing with Nigeria is when they are pushing out things, they never know that what they are pushing out is evil that is coming back to devour, destroy, swallow, end them up. They always end up in a terrible mistakes. The same way they have taken our prime minister to court. And this is a good one. Our prime minister have been looking for a way to speak so that the world will listen. And he was even looking for this in Africa. He took them to Banjul court, AU court in Africa. Nigeria ignored and snubbed them. And the Nigeria, mumu, like a chicken where they give snuff or chicken where they give drink. Mumu, boom, go enter European. Report him to European Union Court. From European Union Court, they are going to EU, and they are going to UN Court. Let me see how you will go to European and tell European someone is a criminal, someone is a terrorist, someone is... What did he do? If people had known that Amaka would have spoken in the court. You see, people are always thinking that we are in the Western world, we are not in Africa. It's only in Africa that you can sue person to court, call person to police, and tell police what you want. The police will carry it out that way. You go to court, you tell judge what you want, but here it's not like that. Everybody must talk what you want. You will be given privilege to say what you want to say. Amaka had opportunity, and Amaka made it clear that these people are after me because I be Igbo person. They hate me. People have said something worse than this. Nothing happened. People have heard and carried out something worse. Do you know what it means to say you go do something and you did it? Not to talk of, look at Amaka that can't do anything. Amaka that don't even know where, if Amaka see Otapia, she know what in the Otapia on social media. Have we not heard of Otapia before? How many people that won't buy? You've forgotten the DOS that said he will be going around with Otapia anywhere he go. Have we forgotten him? I don't know his name again. He said that, I think he's in Belgium or where. He said anywhere or Argentina. I've forgotten where he based. He said anywhere he see anybody that is following Simon Ekpa, he go put Otapia for and make it piapialize. Since that time, tell yourself we know say na bad thing, but we know the truth. We know say he no go fit do am. He no go do am. How many people you don't see him put Otapia for? You see him put Otapia for anybody? That is the same. Even Amaka own no strong reach his own self. He own him talk and finish. He continue the talk am. Wetin happen? Amaka own just talk am. Show what they call, cut am, go put am, make it go viral. Put am for Twitter, put am for news, put am for paper, put am for TV. Everywhere. Show what the way you are just standing against our people. If you are using it to stand against stand for the justice of those that bite your brother in Edo State, by now if you don't get that justice. Show the way and power you and sense, because this is brain. He go use brain or corner the thing, you know, go no say na him do am. You know, say show na that small bed where they go inside bush, you go he come out for road. Ask who they do that noise? Who make noise? Is it not that the same show that came here to tell us how brutal Obasanjo carried, how evil, brutal Obasanjo was during the Biafran Nigerian genocidal whatever mission? Is it not? Is he not children that have told us about Igbophobia, how they hate Igbo? He is only doing this so that when he do evil, you no go know, you no go understand, say, because you go say, no, this one, he always stand by our side. No? The more you look, the less you see. Okamusu onatago onafugo ono igaha mano ya natagi. Okamusu onatago ono blog ona atogi ona atagi otacha go puo ona afugi. If somebody tell you, say, no, okay, that rat, witchcraft rat, if it bite you, it go to blow you. It go to sweet you. By the time you finish and left, you realize your leg is paining you. You will look around. The next person you see there is the person you are going to arrest. Because the okay was there blowing you. You were enjoying it. You say, no, this rat is a good rat. That is what Showore is doing. We know Showore to be good, standing up. Anytime you say anything against people, have you seen Showore come out to condemn those people that carried out those attacks against Igbo people? Have you seen Nigerian media condemn them, come out to publish them the way they publish this of Amaka?
So it was accepted in court, and you know the funny thing, I mean, the first thing, or maybe the thing that most of us didn't expect, one of our lawyers actually, and I'm sure this is not even in any social media space or media space at the moment, one of our lawyers actually sued Abike Dabiri, who is the chairman of the
diaspora people's yes, Auntie Abike.
Yes, the diaspora body. So she's the head, and one of the lawyers sued her for $500,000. And you'll be wondering, why was Abike Dabiri sued? Which is the same question that I asked. Why did you sue Abike Dabiri? So the case, of course, you know, when it comes to court, forget the emotions, forget the hearsay. You need to present the facts.
You need to present the facts. Now, let me ask, how many times have you seen Igbo people or Biafran people coming out to threaten other people? That is why the first video I made about this woman was that she's not an Igbo. She's not speaking for Igbo. She doesn't represent us. We don't have this time. But she was overcarried. She was overwhelmed. The whole team get a match. She know if he control them. She come bust out. Now, probably in that video, other people said things. Some Yoruba people in that video must have said something that triggered her to say this. Because he cannot tell me just that 2 minutes that she said something was all the live video. Where is the video? We can't find the video again. You get the message? No be as there. You see, my father the shop bitter cola. My father the shop and well. See this. My papa like him. I mean, you know the shop cola. I mean the shop. And if he carry him like this, he go carry one, clean and put him for mouth. If the chop him, he go to do gwom. And if you dey see him first, he go to do. And then I tell him make him give me no gree. He tell me say no be as the thing they test. No be as the thing they sound in the test too. I tell him make give me and one eat them. Because if he the chop him, you go see him in the enjoy him. As he just got small, give me a put him from when I was small. And from that day, I come understand the words, the language, the words, the adage, bitter cola. No be see the sound for mouth in the taste for mouth. They were thinking that once you take Abike Dabiri to court, Abike Dabiri will not be able to say anything. Abike Dabiri won't have any sentence. Abike Dabiri will not have anything to say. Abike Dabiri, you will have evidence against you. You said it. We have it. They never knew. Abike Dabiri was thinking that if he would take Amaka to court, Amaka will not do anything. Amaka cannot stand. Amaka will not say anything. Amaka will not have any power. Amaka will not have anybody to represent her. To the point that Nigeria Senate Akpabio, Godwin Akpabio, that's supposed to be there to defend you, immediately come out and they signed a petition to Canada. To do what? To arrest Amaka. But this Akpabio was there in that country when Olumo threatened anybody that will come out to vote, that is, if you are an Igbo, you come out to vote and you vote against my candidate, your business is gone, oh, your life is gone, oh, you better not come out. And those that come out got the threat fulfilled on their head and on their generations. Their life was taken. Their lives were taken. Nobody said anything. They say it's the way it is. Na so it be. Na normal thing. Olumo na so it be. Did the police arrest him? The only thing they told you that police has invited him after people have written petition and talk and shout. They said police have invited him. He said he was joking. Joking after people have died. Joking after people's businesses has been burnt. Joking after lives has been lost. People have disappeared. Livelihood destroyed. It's a joke. Till today. And the Obanko, the Oba of Lagos or where, that threatened to soak people inside water. The Tinubu wife uncle that threatened to take away everything to you, finish you, and they inherit what belonged to you. A lot today. Listen.
To present the evidence, you should be able to prove whatever you are bringing to the table. So the lawyer argued that Abike Dabiri singled out Amaka when other people have made similar comments outside of Nigeria. Because people will say, well, people make so many threats every day in Nigeria, it all goes away, nobody follows up. In truth, Abike Dabiri is not responsible for what happens inside Nigeria. She's responsible for what happens outside of Nigeria. So, just a second, 1 second.
We are just hearing this update for the first time. Sue Abike. But you know, law can take a very funny turn.
Even that the police get surprised.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So Abike Dabiri was one of the lawyers. She had two lawyers. So one of the lawyers sued Abike for singling out her when others have done similar things. So the funny thing is the courts or the Canadian government, according to the polls that I have also decided to write particularly the Austrian government, because one of the evidences she put out was that people do the same thing, and she was simply playing amongst her friends who also make similar comments. She was caught in the heat of the moment and simply made it, and she didn't mean it. And she also apologized for making unguarded comments on social media. So, of course, the Canadian government, with the investigation going on, they've already written the Austrian government to follow up on the other people who made similar comments in that country, if it is true or not, and what the Austrian government did about it. So, I think it's still developing.
You get that message? No be only you sabi write petition. This one, Canadian government, Canadian courts have. We are not. You see, this is why I tell you, no be who call police, they win. If you can watch, as you are watching, you can even see that this one is chocolates that they freeze. That this case has gotten to this extent. What nobody thought would happen. Finally, here we are today. Because initially, when Abike Dabiri with Nigeria Senate say go and catch Amaka, finish her, roast her without oil, they never thought that this would have. You know, what they don't know is that the only corruptible land and the people of government, of court, are in the country called Nigeria. It's not in Canada. They never believed this one. This one passed them. This one shock alive. Even me, I'm surprised. As I go open my Daddy Freeze this morning, they listen to this one. It shockalized me. Under the freeze, I must say thank you for bringing this update, but allow me to use your video. I know say the fight anybody will use your videos anywhere. So we continue. Listen. So Abike Dabiri lawyer sued, Amaka lawyer sued Abike Dabiri for $500,000, and the Canadian government have written Austria government to begin the prosecution of those people in Austria that made worst threats, and their videos are out there. You know why I'm laughing? Because nobody who call police, they win.
Developing, she still has another day in court, but in the end, with my own understanding and with the arguments that she presented, she may just have avoided a jail time, because in Canada, according to the law, when you issue a threat, you may go. You may be sentenced to 2 to 5 years in prison. The minimum you get is 2, and the maximum you get is 5. But you have to be found guilty of actually making. Sorry about that.
Buy threats.
So if you make a threat to buy anybody, then you can actually get in Ontario, by the way, because Canada has different laws in different provinces.
Yes.
But in Ontario, it could be up to 2 to 5 years. So that's the latest from my findings. Haven't gone to the court and also followed the story. So it's going to.
Where was the court located? What part of Canada is the court located?
So the court is the Ontario Court of Justice at Finch Avenue West in North York, Ontario.
Okay, so you actually went to the court yourself, and
yes, I was in the court on Monday, and I was there on Monday. I was even surprised because I've been to the court only once. So for this particular one, because of the interest that it generated. Hold on 1 second, sorry.
Oh man, breaking news.
Yeah, that's freeze.
Yes, I can hear you.
My kid just came back from school, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's yummy. So I was there. Yeah, I've only been to the court once. So when I went there the second time, I was surprised with the number of people. In fact, let me say Nigerians that came to the court because of the interest that it garnered all over social media.
Number of Nigerians. When you go there now, believe me, 98% are Yorubas that went to that court to find out how Amaka will be sentenced to death. Our people will run away because our people will always shy away from things like this. When it happens to somebody, they will disappear. Our people believe it's not my business. Now, why will I bother myself going there to see her? After all, I don't know her. You must not know her. Look at this person now giving you information. Went to the court to get the information. Ever since this thing happened since last Monday, did anybody hear anything? Did anybody get any information? We only depend on other people. Our people are there in Canada. In Ontario, they cannot bring these informations out. You see why Yorubas, when they publish something against us, it goes viral. Because if Nami publish something against the Yoruba person, make it go viral, nobody will agree share them. You see our problem? Do you notice something about our people? Our people are so wicked, dark-minded people, selfish interest. If I share a video now and I ain't go viral, they go come know him now. They no go know me. They know who I be. This is our problem. You've forgotten that you are not sharing the video because of me. You are sharing the information, not me. Like this video, by the way. Like this video. Abeg, like this video now. I beg you. Just like the video. Please. Like the video. Thank you. Like the video. You get the message? When this thing come out, every Yoruba person, they share and go to all their platform. That is, they cut and use and they do program. Some they share them for Facebook, just cut and like that. They share to make sure the thing go to viral extraordinary. Some even use their money to boost the video to go viral. But our own, if now they gonna tell you, I want Biafra to come, you go see them, you go say there. See that criminally they deceive people. Someone ever tell you, go and do your donation so that our Biafra army will conquer our region for us. You say, look at that one, terrorist boy, useless boy in Finland deceiving people. If I tell you and tell you, this is the way, you say, oh, criminally, they look for a way of growing his YouTube channel. This is our problem. Me, I, more, Owem. This is our problem. Do you have we imagined what brought to the viral power where this video carry waka every face, everywhere get them, every corner, every Twitter, every Facebook, every Instagram, everything carry this video because Yoruba people are out there. Once they see anything that benefits their interest, they push them. If na Yoruba person talk that thing, I bring and put them for media, nobody go agree share them. It go end there. Have you not seen, if you think I'm lying, don't we have Ojos Okalo no being get the Sun newspaper? Now get the Sun newspaper. You don't see and publish anything like that. We get many television houses in our Biafra land. Have you seen them publish anything like that? No, they can't do it. Because they fear, if I do it now in face, it go viral and no go do them. This is our problem. Like this video for me, I beg. Like this video for me. Like this video. I have seen over 500 watched this video, and presently I see 200 watching. So like this video for me. I beg you, God, like the video. It go help make other people they see. It go help make they know they give me warning for my videos. I beg you. Okay, the only 174 like the video. Was I did here since they shout like this video? That is it. If you like them, you go. I go heaven. I go see go heaven. Biafra now heaven. So continue. Let's continue.
So they were there to, see the lady in question, hear her, and there were also mixed reactions, mixed comments, mixed opinions about what she did. Many actually believe that she didn't mean what she said. And to be fair with you, and to be very sincere with you, that I don't think she meant what she was saying on social media. But in Yoruba, they used to say something, I don't know how to translate it, you can't just, can't see anything you like on social media because it's others are saying it, or you just want to have an effect. Because according to what I heard from the TikTok live, they just took out that part. They took out that part and they made it trend. There was a conversation ongoing before that, and she was just caught. She was caught between saying things that could also ginger his own fellow, or also get back at people saying something similar. And of course, it was taken out of context. Even though it's hard to say it was taken out of context, because it was clear what she said about paying people of Yoruba and Benin descent in Nigeria, at workplace, and stuff. So yeah, it's basically what it is at the moment. So, on the day, so many people came. The interest was huge. In fact, they were surprised at the call. Like, okay, what's happening here? Today's a public holiday. Why is everybody coming? So everybody got to know that it was actually her case. But in court, they can't, even though they gave the time as 10
We're breaking.
Issue with court. police, and hospital. That prayer, you always say amen, no? Different people with different wahala of life, different crime. At times the crown will say, okay, this one, you are going to be remanded. This one, you are released. Different issues. It was just, in my mind, I'm like, man, I know the funny thing, some were even joining. I mean, for our own case, she also joined from the cell because she couldn't come in person. So I'm sure that there's a last screen in the solitary cell. You join, you speak. If you don't want to speak, your lawyer speaks, and the crown makes a decision or his decision on what to do next. But in our own case, she was granted bail, and the case will still continue in court next month.
Okay, I sent you a picture. Is that her being held by police? I sent it to you. Oops, I sent it to my Suya guy. Sorry. Bolarinwa. Okay, I'm forwarding the picture to you. Let me delete it from. Is this her?
No, this is not her. This is fake.
Oh, okay, that is not her.
This is the video, the pictures that have been circulating on the. This is the same people, Yoruba people, that have chosen to make Igbos their problem. They photoshopped a video, a picture, and tell you it's Amaka when police arrested her, handcuffed her. It wasn't Amaka. Amaka was never handcuffed. You get the message? All because they wanted to be against Igbo.
No, this is not her.
Nowadays,
you don't believe everything you see on social media. It doesn't even look real. This is obvious. Social media is funny. Even the picture that looks real is the one you should investigate more these days. With AI, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
AI is make believe. You are actually going to believe it at first sight, and it's a fake picture. This one is not even hard to detect. But there are some that you are almost convinced it is the person in the picture, and it's not. So this is fake. This is fake, 100%.
Okay, I truly appreciate. Thank you very much. And please keep us posted. Me and you go to talk for the background. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bolarinwa Olajide reporting all the way from Canada, keeping us updated with what's going on. Now, what do you think Abike Dabiri's reaction would be before you go to the court case?
You mean the counter suit?
Yes. Yes.
It's not even a counter suit. It's actually a suit because Abike never sued. She just called for arrest and investigation from the Canadian police.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see, when it comes to anything legal, law, court, I don't think even Abike Dabiri will be found guilty because at the end of the day, she can simply say
she was doing her job.
And it was not brought to me. I mean, the other cases that they claimed in other parts.
The court was not, the cases, other cases were not brought to her table. Who is that person that should have been bringing the cases to your table? At the ask job, at the ask question, who be the person we're supposed bring them to you, Abike Dabiri? Now, who be the person will bring this one to your table as well? It doesn't matter who brings it. It doesn't matter who brings it because all these things, an argument will court go handle themselves. Nobody else will think it be. Before now, I see people, lawyers, analyzing how Amaka will not have any chance. How Amaka will not have any chance. But today, it's not that Amaka have chance. Amaka have case. Abike Dabiri and the Nigeria don't have case again. Amaka have case and have extra case. If Amaka must go to jail, Onoluga, all of them in diaspora, all those boys whining their mouth on Twitter spaces, calling to buy in South Africa, and they all must go down. Abike Dabiri, because diaspora, South Africa also is diaspora. All of them already, the one in Austria, Canada have already written letter to the Austrian government to go after the guy, arrest the guy. No be who first jump out to say in one fight, no be the win one fight to start there.
Of the world where people make threats, she will simply say, well, based on my own knowledge and some of the, my lawyer friends, she will simply say, I wasn't aware. If I was aware, I would have followed through as well. But this one, I was aware. They gave me the details. They gave me the facts. And I followed up with, I wrote a letter to the mayor of Brampton. I wrote a letter to the Canadian police. And there was also a letter that came from the House of Rep about the same issue. So, but, lawyers would always do their job. The prosecutor, the defendant, they will always...
You see, the lawyer, the letter coming from the House of Rep have shown you that you are not part of them. You are not part of the country. You are not part of the government. You are not part of them in any way. If not, I want to ask you a question. Two people, one threaten say, he go buy you. He go buy you. Now waiting one threaten. The other one threaten, I go buy you, and you the watch am in the buy. I go burn your businesses, you watch and buy burn businesses. The other one still they say, I go buy you. But you watch, which one the House of Senate is supposed to report or take action against? The one where they talk or the one where they talk do? Because Amaka just said something. Somebody says something and they do something. You leave the person where say something, do something where they under your nose. Go there, pursue the one where they far away from your land. Has that not shown you that that thing where you call your country no belong to you? Are you getting the message? If the Senate can sit down, draft letter, vote, say aye, they say aye, say let the hunger feed, let the poor breathe, no? Let the hunger breathe. I don't know how much is this, you 300 trillion, 800 trillion. Oh, this figure is too much for me to, money that was paid into his account. He cannot reconcile. That means the money is excess. So when they sit down to tell you, see, when they tell you that these people are Cliptoria, you should understand, you are not part of them. It surprised me that you force yourself to be among them. At the end, you get nothing. Have you seen it? No, you see, people always talk, say, they be minority. We have been marginalized. You were not marginalized. The person where they go marginalized, now the person will be part of them. You were never part of them. You are not part of them. You cannot be part of them. You have never been part of them. Show me example. When were you part of them? When have you ever been part of them in that country you call Nigeria? Have you been part of the country called Nigeria? No. You are only part of them in name. You use their name as identity. Finish. They just allow you to use the name Nigeria so that they suck you.
Find the way. So I think it was just the lawyer was like, okay, Abike Dabiri, you say you're doing your job, but you're not doing your job on all quarters. It's a witch hunt. You singled out Amaka for this treatment, which is not fair, and we're going to sue you for, what's the term now? Is it defamation? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they just want to sue her too for. And to be very fair, Abike got it too, and she was very swift in acting. I don't know why, but she just swung into action, wrote the letters.
Are you listening? Who is speaking? Yoruba person. Now Yoruba person they talk the matter now. Are you getting the message? She was very swift. He don't know why. He don't know why because he is innocent of their evil. The man is just being genuine, like Daddy Freeze being genuine, doing their own thing to see the truth inside the cocoa. But Abike Dabiri is doing it witch hunting. Selective evil justice, jungle justice against our people. Not that she was fast. This is the opportunity, a kind of moment Nigeria has been waiting for. You see, when I tell you that when they are attacking you, they are attacking you because they want you to do something. They want you to. You don't see that kind of fight where somebody don't prepare, finish. You know, go no. You go come out. You go come they touch you small. No be at the talk to. It's just the touch you make you full and talk. You go they touch you small like this. No be at the talk to. Talk now, you no go talk now. You go, they push you. Small time, if he push you, you fall down, you go get angry, get up, come react. That is why the same time they did the first protest, they were saying, Igbo, no puruku, Igbo, the second one, the same thing, no, had it been you come out. Ew, Asoro win. Had it been you come out, Igbo, Asoro win. Na me for be. Because you are the target. Imagine when Obama won election in America. Obama is not an Igbo man. Obama is even originally a Muslim man. But Obama won election in America. They go not to go there by our people. Somebody for America go talk say, I don't like Muhammad. They go there by our people. Imagine when you there for their front to do and waiting they go do you. You see they carry flag, Russian flag, they fly everywhere. Did you see anything happen to them? They leave them, tell you, say they have gone to, they have arrested those that were involved in the planning of the protests. You see, what people don't even understand is what has played. Some people have milked the protests, just like the answers. People, you see, when you are not there to know what is planned, don't join. It be like jungle justice. You come out, you see that they keep people, boom, then they beat and make it die, make them buy and buy, boom, boom, boom. You go ahead, waiting in a criminality, you follow. When you don't join, beat them, you don't more, you don't buy. You go ask, but that guy where will buy now, waiting he do. They go say, no man, he dey chase my girlfriend. You go say, but they say native. You say, forget waiting they talk now. I know the guy very well. And me with and the fight for you go regret for all your life. Before you go into anything, be sure of the reason why you go in it. Go follow people, mumuli go die for their case. You no go know. People, Northerners have mission. They waited for you to plan your protest. They use them, can't do Tinubu must go. Use Russia flag fly. Did you see any of them arrested? No. But they arrested the people that are not these Northerners, and they tell you, say, now you cannot get bail, you cannot get justice because you are all terrorists. You have been charged for treason, felony, waiting again. You don't say Nigeria know how to call names. Nigeria is the only place where police go see you for road. You do dreadlocks, he go charge you for Nigeria. In Nigeria, if you do dreadlocks, the police will catch you for road. Police will go carry you, go court immediately. He go charge you for internet cyber crime. He go charge you for fraud. He go charge you for yahoo yahoo. No investigation, no. Just if he catch you be young boy, you carry motor. You don't even know whether na your papa motor, na your brother motor. You don't know. Maybe your brother won't go home. He don't buy motor. Send make you the run am before you come back. Police he catch you. He go say, "Hey, you small boy when never reach 40 years. Who give you money? You be yahoo yahoo." He don't write am. Bam. He don't carry you go court. And that's how you go end up for there. Now, so you go end up for there. This is what is happening to our people.
And it was taken up. But you know, when it comes to country matters, countries always take it serious. If a country writes another country, they don't take it with levity. They take it very seriously. So when the letter came from the Nigerian government, the Canadian government acted. And like I said, in the same spirit, the Canadian government have also written to the Austrian government, according to reports, about some of the claims that Amaka made in her own testimony on the issue. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Abike will get her own lawyers to prove the case. And if you can't prove it that she didn't do the same to other people that said it in other countries, then she also goes free. But court matters is never ending.
Yeah, nobody can tell the way the pendulum of the court will swing.
Unless it is overwhelming, unless it is clear as day, that's when the court will now make a decision and the case is put to bed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to hear from Abike Dabiri right now. My lovely sister, please would like to hear from you. If you can come to my live, it will be nice. If not, if you can send a letter, I'll read it out. I just want to know what the update is. Now, Bolarinwa, knowing the way Canada works, and you've been in Canada for a minute, do you think that this case, whether she gets convicted or not, could affect her marketability when it comes to future prospects for getting jobs?
Well, it depends. We can't really tell until a decision is made by the courts. It's very straightforward. If the court finds her guilty, then it's going to affect her in all ramifications. If she's guilty, there's a good chance that she will, spend jail time, and it won't be so good for her going forward. That's if she's found guilty. But if she's not found guilty, then in the eyes of the law, she has not done anything wrong. But within colleagues or friends, they may have a different opinion about her. This is now one-on-one. In the eyes of the law, she's free. So it's easy to predict that. But for now, according to the law of the country, she has been granted bail and the case is still being heard. So when we get to the end of it, then we can project what could happen to her when it comes to, her present job or future job or what she wants to do in the future. Conviction is a different thing entirely. At the moment, we can't tell until we get to that point.
Okay. Now, what if she has she hasn't gotten her citizenship? Can this prevent her from getting her permanent residency or her citizenship, as the case may be?
If she's convicted, yes, it can affect a lot of things, not just citizenship. If she's convicted or anybody is convicted for any crime, it will affect a whole lot of things in your life. So conviction is never a good thing unless you receive a pardon. But people get their permanent residency revoked. Even citizenship can also be revoked. It's possible, but the height of if you're a citizen and you get convicted of a crime, the chances of revocation is actually low, but you most likely spend the jail time in your country of citizenship. So that's how it works. It's very rare, unless maybe it's I don't know if I can mention that word, but if it's buying it starts with T. It starts with T. T-E-R.
Oh yeah. That one with the T. I get you.
If it's that one, then now you've committed a crime against the country itself.
Yeah.
So
that could have dire consequences.
Exactly. But if it's not severe, I'm not saying what she did could be severe or not. But if even if you check online, I'm sure it should be somewhere. Maximum penalty for threat in Ontario. Once you serve that, if you are convicted and you serve the jail time, then everything is well and good. Now it now depends on how the community sees you after that. If a conviction follows the case.
Okay, Bolarinwa, thank you so much for this. I appreciate your time. Please, it's a Friday. Go and spend time with your family and have some fun and relax. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I want us to remember that today is fundraising. Remember? Today, now fundraising. Like you can see there, that thing with the road there for ground there. You will see where I tell you make it right to participate today. All these things where they happen now, they are happening because we have allowed other people to decide our lives. We have allowed people to decide what happens to us, how we live, how we move, how we breathe. And we have to stop them by standing tall, standing kidibam, standing stronger, standing our ground, telling you na so it be, and then na so it go be, and then na so it go they be the go. So I had beg everybody, if you have not been part of what is going on, try and be part of it. Ensure you participate in today's fundraising. The 11th day, today is the 11th day. I think 11th today, am I right? 11th day of the lockdown in Biafra land, and everything that happened, you know. So everything that happened good. As we hear woto, let us be sure that we participate to make the water increase. Today is Biafra government fundraising. Ensure we participate together to bring our freedom, to make sure all of us join forces to bring our freedom. Everybody gets role to play. As it be, you as a big fish, bring fish, big firewood. Small fish, bring small firewood. The food must get done. And me and you go cook and make it done. December 2nd is fast approaching. Everything we are talking about is about money. So we go see you for the fundraising. And I will tell you, remember, is Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.
Then they try me, then kill her. Then they try me, then stop her. Biafra ga bialele. Ndiwo ga nalele. Biafra ga bialele. Ndiwo ga nalele. Iye chuku dele dege melele. Iye chuku kule kuge melele. Come on, my man, nuna na gabiga. Come on, my man, nuna na gabiga. Ndilo biala leti. Oswimi biala leti. Ndiwo heavyweight. All over the world we pull weight. Ibulonyi wo jubilate. If you know like freedom, you dey hate. Know that we be the chosen one. We don't need it all, but they all need us. Anya choro pa mana ha chola anya cho. biala leti. Osimi biala leti. Ndibo heavyweight. If they lie, may they kill us. If they lie, may they lock us. Then they try, may they kill us. Then they try, may they stop us. Biafra Gabialele. Ndibo Ganalele. Biafra Gabialele. Ndibo Ganalele. Biafra Gabialele. Ndibo Ganalele. Biafra Gabialele. Then they try, may they kill us. Then they try, may they stop us.